On June 26, 2000, US President Bill Clinton announced that scientists had completed a first draft of the human genome. That's to say, they had deduced the sequence in which nearly all of the 3 billion chemical building blocks of our DNA are strung together. Today, he said, we are learning the language in which God created life. He was wrong, but not just in the way you might think. People are, of course, used to politicians saying wrong things, and not just about science. Yet the two scientists at hand did not rush to correct Clinton. On the contrary, one of them, Francis Collins, then head of the US National Institutes of Health and now science advisor to President Joe Biden, went on to echo the same sentiment by celebrating this newfound ability to, quote, read our own instruction book, previously known only to God. Many scientists would have bristled at these religious references, but truly that was not where the problem lay, at least not unless you are an atheist or a theologian. The metaphors of the language of life and the instruction book of humankind are even today routinely used to refer to the human genome, which was analysed almost in its totality by the International Human Genome Project, as well as by the privately funded parallel effort run by biotechnological entrepreneur Craig Venter, who was also present at the unveiling ceremony and is an avowed atheist. More than 2 decades later, the information supplied by the Human Genome Project Consortium and by the subsequent sequencing of tens of thousands of individual human genomes is proving to be a vital resource for biomedical research. That was always the hope and a significant part of the mission. But not only has this information brought us little closer to understanding life itself, it has in some ways shown us that we are further away from such understanding than we thought. For if there is anything like a language of life, it will not be found in the genome, which does not resemble any instruction booklet ever made by humans. Yet misleading metaphors for the genome remain as persistent and popular as ever. The blueprint is a favourite, implying that there is a plan of the human body within this 3 billion character string of code, if only we knew how to parse it. Indeed, the whole notion of a code suggests that the genome is akin to a computer program, a kind of cryptic algorithm that life enacts. The Book of Life has even been given a physical realization. It comprises a total of 109 distinct books, collected into 23 volumes, one for each of our chromosomes, in which page after densely spaced page are filled with the sequence of 4 letters A, T, C, and G that represent the building blocks of DNA,